Hello, and welcome to Make a Difference, the show about how volunteers are making a difference every day right here in Montgomery County. I'm your host, Sandy Smith. Do you hear the birds chirping and see the buds blooming? Then we know this spring is in the air. Of course, it's April, during which we celebrate Earth Month. Our guest today is a frequent friend of the show, Larissa Johnson, Residential Energy Program Manager at the Department of Environmental Protection. Welcome back to Make a Difference, Larissa.
Thank you for having me back. I also think spring is rainbows and green things, so I had to put my
I
outfit
mean,
on.
you look like a full-fledged leprechaun. So I'm loving it. I'm loving the whole thing.
I'm a spring leprechaun, yes.
Well, my background in observance of Earth Month is the mountains. I just love the mountains. So snow, we didn't get much snow this year, so I'm all excited. All right, Larissa, as many times as I've had you on this show, I have never asked you about the actual responsibilities of the DEP, Department of Environmental Protection. So why don't you tell us exactly what your responsibilities are?
Sure. So I am just one piece where I talk about residential energy because energy is one of the ways that we are contributing to the changing climate. That's why we didn't have any snow this year. And so we try to get people to use less energy so that we have fewer carbon greenhouse emissions in the atmosphere. But the department has many other responsibilities. So one of the things that we do, or the major thing that we do, is we want to work to enhance and protect our air, land,
Yes.
water, the quality of life for all things in Montgomery County that create our environment. We also work on, and one of my favorite places in the county, I think I've talked to you about this, is the Shady Grove Transfer Station.
Yeah.
So we also make sure that we are properly recycling and getting rid of our waste. So there's a lot of things that we do, maintaining waterways and storm drains and things like that.
Well, recycling is huge in our house. My daughter is an environmental scientist, policy major something in college, and she minors in sustainability. So our house really changed the way that we operate. I mean, my husband won't go to the grocery store with her anymore because there's only certain foods that she can buy or we can buy, but recycling is tricky. Did I see something? I thought that I saw something come through via email or something saying that we were going to start recycling batteries separately. Is that true in Montgomery County?
Yeah, we do recycle batteries separately, just like compact fluorescent light bulbs. So you know
Mhm.
those curly Q light bulbs, those
Yes.
contain mercury. And then what happens is a lot of times our batteries aren't as dead as we think they are, just because they stop working in, let's say, our mouse or whatever, that
Mm-hmm.
they may still have a little bit of juice in them. So sometimes they fall out of the garbage trucks and then they get run over, they create a spark and they can create a fire.
Oh my
So
goodness.
yeah, so that's one of the reasons. So when you are recycling your batteries, you just put tape on the top and the bottom so that if they rub together or anything, nothing
Nothing
damaging happens.
sparks.
Hmm.
Never knew that. I always learn new stuff with you. Always, always.
Yeah.
Okay,
Again,
so
big
what are some
focus
small
education.
changes that we can make in our own homes as consumers to help with the planet?
Sure. The most important thing that I'm going to tell you about is because I talk about energy. The small things that you can do really is just switch to LED light bulbs.
Okay.
That is one of the biggest things. So lighting accounts for 12% of our total electricity bill. So if
Wow.
you switch from an incandescent light bulb to an
Mhm.
LED, I'll tell you just really quick facts. An incandescent light bulb lasts about 1,200 hours. An LED lasts 25,000 hours. So they last longer. They're more energy efficient, meaning they use less energy to produce light, and they actually last longer. So it's less cost over time as well. But the major thing is really the importance of that energy usage. Because a 60-watt light bulb, if it's an incandescent, when you switch to LED, it's only using 9 watts of energy. So
Wow.
that's big. That's like big savings when you're talking about switching out your light bulbs. So I encourage everyone to start counting how many light bulbs they have in their house
Mhm.
and see what type you have. And if you have incandescents, they can be thrown away and switched to LEDs immediately. If you have compact fluorescents, we need to bring them to the transfer station. Or luckily, we have a few places like at Straw Snyder's and Ace Hardware, Lowe's, Home Depot. You can actually recycle your compact fluorescents there.
Okay.
And then one of the things the county does is we do light bulb exchanges throughout the county. So one way you can make a difference is if you are a member of your congregation, if you're a member of a Girl Scout, Boy Scout troop, if you're a member of a PTA, anything, you
Mhm.
just contact us and you can host a light bulb exchange at your location. So
Wow.
that's something that people can do. So you are the residents are volunteering their time and energy to put it together, but we provide you with everything you need, the tablecloths, the light bulbs, everything.
What is an exchange? What happens there?
Yeah, we set up a table, you
Yeah.
let people know when it's happening, and then they bring us their old incandescent and compact fluorescents and we swap them out for LEDs.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Say
No,
less. I'm in.
at no cost. The thing is, though, we don't do a one for one swap because
Okay.
technically it would take 20.8 incandescents to create the same amount of energy over time as one LED, and it
Right.
takes 3.3 compact fluorescents per one LED. So it's not a one for one swap. We usually ask people to bring us whatever they want, and then we provide each person with about three LEDs per person.
Wow, that is fabulous.
Yeah.
And I noticed that the fluorescents are a little bit more expensive, but the life of it is so much longer that it makes it worth it.
Yes, yeah. LEDs are a little bit more expensive. The beautiful thing though is if you schedule a light bulb exchange or if you go to our website mygreenmontgomery.org, when you go to the calendar, there's always a little light bulb icon
Mhm.
for all of our light bulb exchanges. So you'll be able to find it quickly.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, let's talk about your annual event, Greenfest. Tell us
Yes.
about
You got to wear green. No, you don't have to wear green for Green. You can wear whatever you want. But Green Fest this year is actually something really special. So we're doing two events. So one is going to take place on Saturday, April 22nd from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m.
it.
And that's going to be at Brookside Gardens and it's called Green Fest in the Gardens.
Oh,
The focus of that this year is going to be on protecting and preserving the natural environment because if you haven't been to Brookside Gardens, hopefully you have,
so
it's a
beautiful.
beautiful,
Beautiful.
amazing garden. And
Yes.
so the outdoor experience. So we'll be talking about land use and food consumption and composting and clean water and biodiversity and sustainable gardening. So that's going to be at that event. That's
Okay.
going to be Greenfest in the Gardens. Now, on the Sunday, April 22nd, we're
Mhm.
going to be in Wheaton, right near our offices, the Department of Environmental Protection offices. So,
Okay.
right at Marion Fryer Town Plaza, 2425 Reedy Drive, we will be hosting Greenfest in the city. And this is going to be from 12 to 5 p.m. And this will really focus on how residents can green their homes and their daily commute. So, we're going to have a light bulb exchange there.
Okay.
And
That's
then we're also
great.
going to have an EV show, like electric vehicles will be there, Department of
Oh,
Transportation will be there. There's going to be a lot of fun things at the event, and there's going to be food and fun and just finding out ways that people can make a difference in their whole home environment, outside of their homes at the gardens, and then inside their homes at the city events. So
that
lots
sounds
of
so fun. I can't wait to go.
yeah, I'm excited too. And don't forget the light bulb exchange.
I will not. Actually, I'm going to make sure that I host an event because that sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just launched a new program and it's called hashtag Montgomery Plogs. You already know what my next question is. What is plogging?
Blogging is one of my favorite things to do. It is just a fun way. So it actually came from Sweden, and the term is plocka uppa, and that means picking up trash as you jog or walk. So
Oh,
yeah, so we're just taking the Swedish term and bringing it to the United States and plugging. So we even have a program where if you're interested in plugging in your own neighborhood, you email us and we can set up or set out
yeah.
a plugging set for you at our office. So our fourth floor is always open during business hours. And then we put our plugging set outside with your name on it. It comes with a recyclable bag, a trash picker upper, some gloves, some bags to pick up trash, and you just go on your merry way. And whatever you're doing, you can listen to your podcast, you can listen to your books on, your audiobooks. I keep saying books on tape. I know they're not on tape, but you know what I mean. Your
I
audiobooks.
do.
You can walk with your dog, you could walk with your cat, you could do walk with your kids, and you just pick up trash in your neighborhood so that we're making sure that trash isn't getting into our waterways.
Okay.
So it's a stormwater management opportunity for us. So
Okay.
we're not getting plastics and everything into our streams.
Which is so important. So
Yeah.
important. Okay. What other programs do you have during Earth Month?
Sure. So during Earth Month, actually, all of our programs are year round except for Green Fest because we are trying to make sure that our air, land, and water is clean.
Right.
And so, another program that we have, again, a way to make a difference in your community is to contact us for Project Porch Light. So, Project Porch Light is new. We launched it or piloted it in November, and now we're going to different neighborhoods. But we need you to tell us where to go because we want to go to places where people want us. We don't want to
Right.
just show up and people be like, don't tell me what to do. I want to keep my light bulbs,
Right. Right.
we're not going to do that. But if your neighborhood is interested, so if you have a civic association, a homeowners association, if you just have a community group, what we do is we come to your neighborhood, usually on the weekend from 10 to 12 or 10 to 2, excuse me, or 10 to 4. And then we will swap out your porch light from an incandescent compact fluorescent to LEDs. Yeah, so we actually install it. Like I go up and unscrew your light bulb and put up the LED. And then if again, that's an opportunity for you to recycle your bulbs. So if you have
Yes.
any incandescents or compact fluorescents in your home, just give them to us and we'll give you some LEDs.
I
So
This is the great part about living in Montgomery County. We have everything. This
you
is
just have to know.
who knew, right? This is why we do the show. So, are you looking for volunteers for these events?
100%. So
Okay.
we always want volunteers for Greenfest because
Hmm.
it is a community event and we expect a lot of people there. So if you are interested, you are going to email askdep@montgomerycountymd.gov. We'll make sure you have that. And you can email us if you're interested in volunteering for Greenfest, either in the garden or in the city. If
Hmm.
you're interested in plogging, you just email us and say, I would like a plogging kit. If you need SSL hours, that's a
Yes.
little bit different if you're in school. We
Right.
would have to have a group come together and you would have to be supervised. But please, we encourage you to plug anytime you go out,
Right.
anytime you see the trash, pick it up. And then with Project Porch Light, we're looking for volunteers. Our goal is right now it's staffed to do
Okay.
these events, but we would love to have the community members going into their own communities to do the Project Porch Light. So if
Oh, right.
so we're working with one homeowners association where their high school students are going to do the light bulb switch outs. So yeah, so there's lots of opportunities, and then there's other things that are coming out. There's citizen science projects all over the place, which is just opportunity for you as residents, community members to participate in the process. So there's things like Frog Watch. There's things that are coming out which no one knows yet, but we're going to be doing methane tracing. So
Oh,
a lot of things, yeah. So we're going to have the ability for residents to go and like go in your neighborhood and find out if you have any leaks in your neighborhood. And
mm,
then of course, like you can just go to the library and we have thermal cameras available for folks. So if they're interested in doing their own home audit, they can make a difference by going to the library and getting the thermal cameras and checking out their own homes and seeing how energy efficient they are. There's lots of opportunities all year round.
right. Not just during Earth Month, all year round, and you've covered quite a few. So, the easiest thing is for people to go to your website and look at things, see what interests them. It seems like, I mean, you do so much. We've been speaking with Larissa Johnson from the Department of Environmental Protection. Thank you for joining us today, Larissa.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited. And please go out and pick up some trash or do something fun.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If you're interested in this or any other volunteer opportunities, please go to our website, montgomeryserves.org. I'm your host, Sandy Smith. And during Earth Month, especially, try to be a little more conscious of taking care of our planet. After all, we only have one Earth. Thank you for joining us today, and let's be sure to make a difference.